When I was younger, I didn't understand why most celebrities use their social media platform to only announce their projects and to spread awareness. But as I get older, I just don't like social media anymore. Welcome back to my podcast channel, and I'm Caroline. So on today's episode, I'll be talking about social media and social media breaks. Before I continue, I'm not trying to say that we don't need social media in today's generation. Of course we do. There are also so many good things about social media, but we also have to be conscious about the side effects of social media. There are so many things aside social media that we need to take care of, and I think that our whole life shouldn't be dependent on social media. So we need social media, but we shouldn't be depending our whole life on it. The very first reason why I think social media is toxic is because it wastes our time. Once you start using a social media app, it's hard to get off from it because there are always going to be new things to attract you, new knowledge to attract you. And it's going to be very hard when you try to get off from it. Those things, those knowledge are going to attract you to stay longer on social media. So if you don't have enough self-control, social media is going to be very addicting to you. And what happens when you waste your time is that you're going to be procrastinating, and it's going to cause cramps and delays to your work. Like I've said before in the reflection episode, none of us is dumb. We all have our good and bad qualities, and those who know how to organize their time, good and bad qualities, well, are the ones who are succeeding in life. And if you want to know what's your good and bad qualities, how to use them, and learn about yourself, you need enough time. You need time to learn about yourself and to organize your work. If you want to put more effort than others, you need more time. So, if you got a pile of things to do on your desk, don't use social media. And what's worse is don't use social media while you're working. It's going to distract you, and your ideas are going to fly away from you. Your ideas are not going to be as good as you think of the first time because you get distracted by social media. Social media wastes your time, and social media can distract you if you don't have enough self-control. Almost everyone on social media portrays their happiest and most productive self. Only those who are comfortable with opening up about themselves to others are only a few. I guess it's normal because who would want to share their darkest secrets with the people they don't know? But because of that fact, social media also allows you to create a non-existing competition. All we see on social media is the happy ones, the most productive ones, the most successful ones, those who are comfortable in their skin, those who are content with their life. Because they portray that on social media. You're just going to create a competition within you and the world. People portray what they want to let others see, and other people see what they want to see. And because of that fact, social media allows us to create a non-existing competition. And this happens because social media is a form of virtual reality. Social media is not completely real. And that's why I said we shouldn't depend our lives completely on social media. It's a virtual world. Nothing on this social media is 100% true. Even me, I act like I'm a very wise person, and people think that I'm wise because of what I portray on social media, like I always say. But I'm very indecisive in my own life. I can't even decide which pair of earring I want to wear. I can't even decide who I want to bring into my life. I'm very indecisive in my own love life. Like, I keep messing up things in my own love life, but I'm a very good advisor when it comes to love. I don't know why is it like that. I can't even decide which talk show I want to attend. One time, I was supposed to attend a literature talk. It's a 4-day literature talk. And there is a 7-day counselor boot camp. They're going to tell you stuff like how to be a better listener, how to be more compassionate, when others are talking about their problems and stuff like that. That is not only a talk show, but a kind of like a discussion group. So what happened was the two events happened to begin on the same day. I can't decide whether I want the literature talk more or if I want to be a better listener. What happened was I sent an email to the mental health organization. Like, I have this literature talk that I want to attend so badly. My favorite authors happen to be there. So I have to be there. And this is also a great opportunity. Like, it's not easy to be on that bootcamp. You have to go through an interview. They did a little checkup on our mental health and like why you want to be here and what do you expect from us. I haven't been in an interview before that, so it is a big thing. I told them that this is a great opportunity, so I don't want to miss any of it. What they said was, we're sorry that we can't allow you to take leave because we can give you 1 day, but you're asking for 4 days in a row, and we can't let that happen. So you can join our bootcamp the next time. Just go to the literature talk. And it made me feel bad, but it also cleared up my mind, showing me where I have to be. So I attended the literature talk, and I had a fabulous time there. The 4 nights was pretty amazing. It was a memorable event, and every night was really inspiring and motivating. What I'm trying to say that people think I'm pretty wise and intelligent, but I'm very indecisive in my own situations. And I keep picking up the wrong guys. I don't want to talk about love yet, so I'll skip this one. If you're always on your phone and it's not for education or business, you're going to affect your physical health too. Because of the phone screen or computer screen, you're going to hurt your eyes, you're going to hurt your back, your neck, your fingertips are going to be numb. That's all I can think of right now. That causes you to have burned out. So you will know when you get a burned out. Like, there are signs. You're going to be impatient and short-tempered. Everything's going to make you angry, and you're going to get very emotional if you have a social media burned out. So it's important for us to take a rest, to take a break from the world, and to give yourself time to take care of yourself. If you think you're tired because of social media, I'm going to encourage you to take a social media break. Based on what I've said, we need to get away from social media to be more productive, to be more happy and content with our life, to focus and appreciate the world and nature, to be more active in the real world, to have more bonding time and loving relationship with the people around you, to be healthier. And your social media break allows us to recharge ourselves, and I think we should take a social media break every month. And this social media break can last 3 days or a week, according to you. You don't have to be sorry before taking a break because you need a break to take care of yourself. So don't feel sorry. And I'm going to give you tips on how to stay away from social media and your phone. The first tip is very simple. Keep your devices away from you. If something's out of our sight, we're likely to forget them. So the first thing you have to do is keep your devices away from you. Leave it uncharged overnight. Don't pick up your phone the first second you wake up because it's not healthy. You're more likely to get a headache after that. What I like to do is, another tip you can do is go outdoors. Get closer with the nature. You can also mute your notifications or deactivate your social media accounts if you think it's distracting you from resting, if those notifications are calling you back to be on social media again. So you can also mute your notifications, and if you're still checking your social media account, even if you mute your notifications, you can deactivate your account. Just do it. Don't be hesitant because your mental health is the number one priority in your life. You need to put your mental health first before you put anything else. Just mute the notifications or deactivate your account if you have to. Don't be hesitant and don't feel sorry because you're putting yourself first. To be honest, I'm more of an introvert, so I get tired of social media easily. I know it's going to be a little bit hard in the beginning because this is like a new habit, but I believe that you can do it. So I used to be a social media addict, and at grade 10, I told myself that I'm going to control myself. I'm not going to let any distraction bring me down from my goals. And I stopped using my phone. And after the matriculation examinations, I'm not addicted to social media anymore. And I start to take care of myself. I start to learn the things I want to: literature, library and information studies, and new languages. I used to know Chinese when I was in Singapore, but I don't know Chinese anymore now because I thought that I didn't need Chinese when I come back here, and I didn't practice, I didn't keep in touch with Chinese, so I automatically forget Chinese. And now, when I realize that two languages nowadays, especially for a country like ours, is not enough to outstand in the crowd. So we have to learn a third language or up to two new languages so that we can get more job and education opportunities. So I'm currently learning French, and once I understand French well, I'll be studying Chinese again because I just feel like I need to. I feel bad whenever I hear a Chinese movie and I can't translate what they're trying to say in the movie. So I'll get my hands back on Chinese as soon as I can. And if it's not because of this military coup, I'll be in university, I'll be sneaking out of classes to go to book sales or the library. But because of this military coup, I have to use social media for news and updates and fundraising projects. But I'm also trying to give myself free time so that I can be productive and happy. Oh, yes. Now I remember. Before I go, I have a little announcement. So I was a little upset last week, and I just made my dream board the other day, and it turned out pretty amazing. If I can, I want to print out the photos and cut them and paste them onto a board, but I don't think we have any shops around us. The place I live in is a new town, so we don't have many convenience services here, so I just made a digital dream board. If I can, I'm going to print it out as a whole paper, and I might be sticking up at my bedroom and the place where I record my podcast episodes. Because I have to motivate myself, I have to find ways to stay strong. Yeah, and also I just realized that the other day I was checking my dashboard, and I just realized that I haven't been making a proper greeting or an acknowledgement to my listeners. Thank you to everyone who have been listening to my podcasts and who have been keeping up with me on my podcast journey. I appreciate each and every one of you very much, and every time a country pops up on my dashboard, it's like a reminder for me to work harder and a reminder that my voice is shared all over the world. It's still pretty crazy. I'll try to work harder. I guess that's all for today. Thank you for listening to my podcast, and I'll see you next week.